Hello, it is time for chapter 12 of A Dog's Purpose. If you remember in chapter 11, there was a lot of excitement, right? There was the fire at Ethan's house. And we're going to see today, we'll find out what happens after that. Remember, as always, the comprehension questions are in the video description down below. You can click that link and go over those questions with someone from home. Okay, chapter 12. I was so happy when Ethan finally got home from the hospital. Ethan had a hard time walking and had to use crutches. He sat down on the couch and I ran and jumped on his lap, kissing his face. "Get down, Bailey," Mom said. Ethan said, "It's okay. Bailey, you are such a doodle dog." Remember, that's what they said when he was silly. "I missed you too." In the next few days, I realized Ethan was very sad and in a lot of pain. Living in the apartment wasn't as fun as the house or the farm, but I was happy because I was with Ethan. Bailey loved being with Ethan. One night at dinner, Mom told Ethan, "I think it's time for you to go back to school," Ethan said. "I'm not ready, not until I can walk better." A few days later, the boys on Ethan's football team came over and they talked and laughed with Ethan. I could feel that Ethan was happier, and the next day he went back to school. Ethan didn't need his crutches anymore, but now he used a long stick called a cane to walk. The cane was very special, and he never threw it for me to play with. I knew I should never chew on it, not even a little bit. One day, we went for a car ride, and I was so excited to see we were back at the house. I could still smell a little bit of smoke, but I could also smell new wood and carpet. I was so happy to be back home. That summer, we went back to the farm. One of the first places we went to was Hannah's house. Hannah and Ethan hugged each other. They spent a lot of time together. Early in the mornings, Ethan would take me for car rides and we would deliver newspapers to houses. Ethan told me, "I need to earn money, Bailey. I'll never be able to play football again. All of my dreams are gone now because of Todd." Oh, jeez. When he seemed sad like this, I would push my nose under his hand. Sometimes on the farm we would play with the flip, but my favorite thing to do with Ethan was swim in the pond. It was the only time that Ethan didn't have pain in his leg. We would play Rescue Me, where Ethan would jump in the water and I would pull him out. When I would jump in the water to get him, I was so happy. I never wanted it to end. Bailey loved being with Ethan. One night, Grandma told Mom that she thought Ethan should stay at the farm to finish high school. I was so happy that Ethan and I got to stay at the farm. Ethan was happy staying on the farm. Each morning we would go for long car rides to deliver newspapers. Then he would go to school with Hannah. Most nights Hannah would eat dinner for us. Grandpa would give me food under the table. I learned to chew quietly so Grandma wouldn't find out. At the end of the summer, I knew it was time to leave when Ethan started putting his things in boxes. Grandma and Grandpa put the boxes in Ethan's car, and Ethan and Hannah seemed sad and hugged. Ethan came up to me and seemed sad. "You be a good dog, Bailey. I'll be home at Thanksgiving break." "I'm going to miss you, Doodle Dog," Ethan said. I wagged my tail to show him I knew I was a good dog, and I was ready to go on the long car ride home. Ethan gave me a big hug. I closed my eyes. It was the best feeling in the world being hugged by my boy. Bailey loved being with Ethan. Ethan said to Hannah, "Hold on to Bailey. He's not going to understand why I'm leaving without him." Hannah grabbed my collar and was crying. I was so sad when Ethan got in the car and closed the door without me. I tried to pull away from Hannah, but she held on to me. "No, Bailey, you stay," Hannah said. "Ethan will do fine in college," Grandpa said. I got away from Hannah and started running after Ethan's car. "Bailey," she yelled. Cars are fast, but I kept running after Ethan. I could hear a train, and when I got to Ethan's car, the car was stopped waiting for the train to pass. Impressive. Ethan saw me and said, "Oh, Bailey." I jumped in the car before he could forget me again. Then Grandpa's truck pulled up, and Grandpa took me to the farm while Ethan drove away. I was sad, so sad to be without Ethan. I dreamed about playing with him a lot. One day, I didn't feel like eating and felt pain in my body. Mom and Grandpa took me to the vet. Mom was crying. A nice man gave me a shot. Ethan ran into the room and hugged me. Bailey, 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 I'm going to miss you, Doodle Dog, he told me. I closed my eyes with the happiness of how much my boy loved me. Okay, that is the end of chapter 12, kind of a bittersweet end for Bailey, but I bet there's more adventures for this dog coming around in chapter 13, okay? So I'll come back to see what happens next.